Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so here we go. So over the course of 2016, I did a lot of saving and a lot of saving and a lot of saving. Because in 2017, I wanted to bring some nice upgrades to my office. Now, some of the stuff isn't brand new, like the 43-inch 4K there. That's not brand new. I actually got that last year with savings prior to that. So I try to use my YouTube money that I get in for the channel in a good way. And I want to continue to do so by doing upgrades to my office. But this year I decided to go ahead and give this video to the people who have been requesting it. I don't normally do like setup tours because I don't have a big fancy setup. I just use this area to actually work, and that's what I use it for. But I do keep it clean, and I do have some nice things here to show. So some of the stuff in this video you've actually never seen before, because I didn't do a product review on or anything like that, because I got them just to use. I might have tweeted out and sent a couple of photos on Instagram or Google Plus. But with that being said, this is my setup right here. So I'm gonna start you off by starting from the left and kind of work my way around and show you some things that are on this desk that I definitely use every day. So let's jump right in. So one new addition for 2017 that I actually got is my new PC. Now I asked you guys for help for building a new PC. This is actually the second computer that I bought. And shout out to the VIP person out there who always in the background helping with making choices for computers. You know who you are. But this actually bought a very high powered computer, like really high powered with graphic card and all that. And it didn't really work out for me to my liking. So I toned it down and I got something that was much more to my liking. I'm a very simple guy. So this is the HP Wave. Now I've actually shown this in different parts of social media last year when it just came out maybe in November or October for official retail. And I got one, I ordered it before I went to CES and it came in while I was gone, so I got it all set up now. This is the HP Wave and it's packed with some B&O sound, which is really, really nice. This has Cortana built in, it has microphones around here, and there's a speaker or subwoofer that comes up this way. And the vents for the PC actually come up and out through this area. So this is a functional computer here. This is the computer, by the way. It's very small. It's very small, but it's very powerful, very nice, and I really like it. So on the top here in the center here, there's a subwoofer and sound system, tweeters, mids, highs, everything's in there facing upwards, and this part here is to help reflect out so you can get 360-degree sound. This is kind of like a carpet material on here, so that's why I can describe it. I went with the middle ground. I'm not gonna say mid-range, I went with middle ground. So there's an i7 with a rating graphics card, and there's a low-end one, this is an i3 with pretty much bare bones and the very slow. It says dual core. I went with the quad core, middle ground, i5, 6th gen, terabyte hard drive, and 128 gig solid state drive with Intel Core graphics. So with that being said, a lot of highlights on here. This can run two 4K monitors as display ports on the back, and I'll show those here in just a second. But it is B&O and it is loud. Now this has Cortana. This computer is built for entertainment in like a living area, and I thought, wow, this is gonna be great for my office. So it does have Cortana, and I can talk to it directly, and I can just ask it questions. Anything you can use Cortana for, I can do it right here on this computer, because again, there's a speaker outlet here and there's microphones. Let me try to demo it real quick. Hey Cortana, what's the weather in Las Vegas?
Right now, it's 65 and partly sunny in Las Vegas.
It definitely warmed up after I left. But you can do anything you could think of to ask Cortana. It definitely will do it directly from this PC because it has microphones and everything built in. Now the cable management and ports and everything is really simple with this computer. On the back, this is the back of the computer, and you can see here you've got a power button right here, and you've got an SD card under that, USB Type-C 3.0, two USB Type 3.0s on the back right there. You got an Ethernet below that. Then you've got a display port, an HDMI, which I have the 4K monitor going to, power, and a lock for your desk. Now, needless to say, I have really been enjoying this computer. The sound that comes out of this computer is very, very loud. I keep it primarily when I'm using it day to day to listen to music or something like that at about 30 to 40% volume. It is loud. The subwoofer on the top and the tweeters and the mids, it comes out of this little computer. It's packed very nicely. So as you can see, you don't see any cables or anything for my mouse and keyboard, so I'm going to show you that right now. So again, this computer is completely wireless. And this is a beautiful setup because this is meant for the living area in most homes or just an entertainment type deal. So this is the keyboard right here. As you can see, you do get a full number pad and a full-size keyboard. The keyboard is very nice and has good travel and feedback. One keyboard that I can compare it to is the MacBook Pro's keyboard. It's a really nice, but it's got a little bit more feedback than the MacBook Pro keyboard, but this is a very solid keyboard, and it's a little bit better than the Apple keyboard, the wireless keyboard. So looking around this keyboard, you're probably wondering, how does it work? Well, it just needs to be charged, and that's something that you would find here. Here's the charging port. You charge it there. I haven't charged this but one time since having it, and that's it. I don't think I'll have to charge it again for months. So on the back here, it's got like this metal material. It's definitely metal. And then on this side here, you'll see a on-off switch. And this is how the actual keyboard actually looks from the side. Very sleek, very thin, very lightweight, and it's very nice. Now the mouse, this is actually run by batteries. It's got this nice arc design here for the mouse. I think this is really nice. You just pop this off, and there's two AAA batteries in there. The feedback on this mouse is really nice. It's not touch sensitive. It actually have a left and right click like a regular mouse. Very, very sleek, and that is the computer that I'm starting off 2017 with. This is a very solid computer, and I really like what's going on here. So on to the next. Let me show you my new camera. Now, some people might call this the king of cameras, and I've actually heard reviewers say that before. So shout out to Otech for turning me on to the 900 series. I liked his footage on his vlogs, so I wanted to upgrade my camera as well. So I went with the best of the best, the top of the line I can get from them. Pretty much what I consider the best of the best for me, that is. This is the C922. So this shoots at 1080p at 30 frames per second and 720p at 60 frames per second. It does come with this tripod. I can actually take it off of this tripod, but it comes free in the box. And this thing is really nice. You can pan way up and stretch it way out. It can pan most ways. You can actually lock it onto another item for your monitor or something like that. But I just have it on this tripod that came free in the box because I like to move it around. It does extend up really long. It's a mini tripod. So I'll be using this for my live vlogs going forward. I'm going to try to use OBS to do some of my recordings. Again, this has microphones here, and it has very nice, the clarity from the pictures on here are very nice. And I think you'll be able to tell the difference when I do live vlogs. When I tested it through YouTube Hangouts, it didn't look the best. So I'm going to try to use it directly through OBS because a lot of people are recommending that I use OBS to do my live streams. Now, I've never done that before, but I will test it out and do one. So this is my new camera from Logitech. Some people say this is the king of cameras for live vlogs. Now, another item that I actually use daily is the Echo Dot. I think this is probably one of the best purchases I made late 2016, early 2017. The Amazon Echo Dot is a device that a lot of people kind of said, Jay, I wouldn't get that, you know, I'd get the Google Home. But I consider my use for the device, I'm not really a connected home type person or voice command type person. So with that being said, I'm always looking for a good deal. And I got to tell you, regardless of what everybody else has said about the Amazon Dot or the Alexa, this thing is, I had to mute it real quick because it'll go off. It has microphones in it. It's got speakers built in, but I do have it paired to the Bluetooth speaker over here, the Divoom LED clock and Bluetooth speaker. This product has been fantastic for my usage, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I have these positioned throughout the house, and I think it's a pretty solid connected home device for basic use. Weather, music is what I use it for, simple commands on recipes and stuff like that. That's pretty much realistically and honestly, that is the only thing I use it for. So I feel like I got a sweet deal, and it's well worth every penny that I paid. 2 of these for $100 is a no-brainer. So there you have it, guys, a quick desk tour. I do have the 43-inch 4K up there, which links perfectly with the HP Wave. The HP Wave is actually pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with it. So I tell you what, this is probably the nicest setup that I've had in a long time. I'm going to try to give you as much content as possible. And this is my 2017 setup. It's your man, Jay Will. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.